So I'm thinking of doing more polls because polls drive up engagement, and I'm going to give you a real quick rundown of how creators make money. Always subscribe, especially on YouTube and TikTok and Twitch. This is often the only way someone can make money is if they hit a certain number of subscribers. With TikTok, I'm around 4,000, but I need to get to 10,000. With YouTube, I'm down to like 56 and I need 1,000. And with Twitch, I think I'm at like 10 and they have a pretty low bar, but I think it's not as high as 1,000, but 10 really. I know I never do Twitches, but I've got to take things a bit more seriously. After you subscribe to my YouTube, which I will give a link to, um, you then have to subscribe to me on TikTok, subscribe on Twitch. Of course, these are all optional, but it's the only way that I can start maybe one day retiring from my day job and doing this full time. Live streams very important for revenue. TikTok kind of makes it a video game where you come in, you pay for some coins that are just fake video game money. You use the coins to buy me little graphics that pop up on the screen. That's money in my pocket, but it takes a lot. Obviously, I've been doing a lot extra content. It's going to take a while even for me to boost. One really big idea is Patreon. So I'm patreon.com/ the device book. Also, I should say twitch.tv/ the device book, tiktok.com/ the device book. Instagram is not very monetizable per se. It's good networking. And I used to have an interview show and a nightly live stream, but I might move those live streams over to Twitch and TikTok where money is actually going to happen. But yeah, always subscribe. It's free for you to subscribe, at least with YouTube and with TikTok. If you don't subscribe to a creator, you're hurting their pocketbook and making it really impossible to retire unless you are a Patreon. Patreon.com/ the device book is a place where you can say, I'm giving $20 a month, and she's going to give me a little bonus or a perk. This is something I have very few. I think I have two people who are my Patreon. Even my parents can't be talked into it, but it has some really cool stuff. Like you get first access to my books and stories, first access to music, the option to request a song on there, a hair flower or bow, or actually, I have a lot of unisex hair fascinators. I'm thinking of adding consultations to it, like I am an expert on healthcare and healthcare access and health insurance. I could do consultations on songwriting, social media, and as well as book writing. And, I basically am working my butt off for free right now, but I could retire from my day job if I got my fans to engage a lot more. The other thing is engagement. Comment, 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 like, comment. I know you're tired of hearing people say, please like and subscribe, but it's the only way the money comes in. Sharing is very important. Sharing is caring, but also sharing is another way to help your creator be able to survive off of content creation alone. And wouldn't that help everybody that if I could stop being in my day job, which by the way, the stress of it is having a pretty substantial toll on my physical and mental health. I will be honest and say that the job line that I've tried, social work, my joke is that I became a social worker because I'm allergic to money. So social workers work incredibly hard. And unless we have some political changes with how grants come in and where we put our money, I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to get sucked into the debate about the police and defunding the police, but I will say if we could just put a little more money into social work, we could have better staffing, we could have better interventions, and we could help with the mental health of people. But I chose a career path that's so difficult and underpaid and understaffed. And I'm a creative person because my mother tells me from when I was 11 months old, I was a singer. And not just one little thing. I did a whole thing. I'm gonna reenact it for you just for fun. Um, something like she was always singing to me. I was the youngest of six children, and she always sang to her children. Jesus loves the little babies, all the babies of the world. Red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in his sight. Jesus loves the little babies of the world. So imagine your little baby daughter is not even 1 year old. The only thing she said is like mama and dada and no words. But she's 11 months old and you sing to her and one day she sings back to you. So my mom goes, Jesus loves the little babies. And I go, Jesus loves the little baby. And then she said, eventually I worked up my way to the whole song in a very random, like really impressive, that eventually it was really easy for me to pick up Jesus loved the little babies, all the babies of the world. What took me a little bit longer is to get to red and yellow, black and white. So at that point, I went into like kindergarten. I already knew my colors as long as it was in as the context of a very, honestly, as far as Christian songs go, it's a little bit nice. I would also suggest Sandy Patty, Love in Any Language. These are all very like sort of ahead of their time wokeness. My husband and my cat are having their little song and battle and boxing match. She has a song she only sings for Kevin. Kevin and I are going to start making content. Isn't that wonderful as he chases away from the camera? He's already decided to come into a few skits. He made a video for my YouTube when I was in the hospital and literally couldn't talk. I could talk, but only say 2 or 3 words. It was pretty bad. As you can see, there's still some lingering effects because my accent sort of comes and goes. My normal accent should be a Pacific Northwest Seattle area, very neutral American accent. I wonder if I can bring her back. It's very hard. I have a quote I wrote a long time ago, and I can kind of bring back my Esther natural Seattle accent briefly. And that is, my love is unconditional, my company is not. My love is unconditional, my company is not. And as you see, I'm already starting to slip. I can kind of turn myself into other things. I also got something that may end up being problematic, which is that in addition to the Scottish, Irish, generally European Miriam, it's also sometimes called Muriel, but Miriam, there is a very calming person in my life who is from a region that could be Jamaican or Haiti, somewhere in the Caribbean. I never asked her exactly where, but because she's so coming, sometimes I get a sort of Jamaican accent. I really hope someone's not going to take offense. It's honestly at this point most likely a neurological disorder. So I'm apologies. I kind of part of me wishes I stay Scottish though for the rest of my life, but whatever. So that's been a little bit of a rundown about how you can support creators. Please share this video as well. I'll probably be doing a webinar or a live stream of some kind with parents, and grandparents, and anyone who's curious. I'm going to be probably going to call it How to Make Your Grandkids Famous and Learn TikTok and YouTube at the same time. This will accomplish many things. I do also have a free ebook. I've written a very small, short book to teach you these things in writing, including a little bit of a template. And it's using me as the example for obvious reasons, but also this was originally for my parents, and my mother had never even been told that it's free to subscribe. So I'm going to leave you with a little parody I wrote. Please like and subscribe. It really helps this channel out. Without it, I don't make a dime. Oh, and I guess Esther's back. That's a good little hack. All right. And but Miriam is back again, and so is my other Haitian or Jamaican person. So I guess I'm signing off now with things like this. I love you. You're not a burden. I want you to thrive and stay alive. Stay alive. I want you to thrive and stay alive. Please like and subscribe. That feels weird even saying it, but please like and subscribe. Please thrive and stay alive. I love you. You're not a burden.